Hello, I am Jane from Recap'em. Today we will recap the biographical drama from 2019, Ford versus Ferrari. Be advised, there will be spoilers. Carroll Shelby, a skilled racer, is compelled to retire early due to a heart condition, leading him into the field of car sales. Possessing a kind and engaging nature, he demonstrates an innate talent for salesmanship and connecting with people. Additionally, he showcases remarkable abilities as a vehicle designer and engineer. In contrast, Ken Miles, also a racer, currently sustains himself by working as a mechanic and managing his own workshop to provide for his wife, Molly, and son, Peter. Known for his straightforward honesty, Ken doesn't mince words, occasionally causing friction with customers by being blunt. His reactions are unfiltered, and he doesn't sugarcoat his opinions. During a race event, when Ken is informed that his car fails to meet regulations, he reacts with anger towards a race official. Carroll intervenes, diffusing the situation by calming Ken down. However, their encounter leads to a subsequent argument between the two, escalating to the point where Ken throws a wrench at Carroll. Later on, the IRS closes down Ken's garage, compelling him to relinquish much of his racing pursuits to prioritize caring for his family. In the meantime, within Ford Motors, Henry Ford II is furious over declining sales, realizing his father's company is in jeopardy. Seeking solutions, he listens to pitches from his subordinates. One of them, Lee Iacocca, proposes an intriguing idea, linking the allure of racing cars, particularly Ferraris, to sex appeal. He suggests that if Ford could triumph at Le Mans, the renowned 24-hour race, it would catapult them to the pinnacle of the automotive industry. To achieve this goal, they embark on a journey to Italy to propose a deal to the struggling Ferrari, offering to purchase the company while allowing Enzo Ferrari to retain control of the racing division. However, Ferrari exploits Ford's offer to leverage a better deal from Fiat, eventually selling to the latter. In a defiant act, Ferrari dismisses the Ford representatives, insulting Henry as a fat pig. Upon their return, Henry demands a detailed account of Ferrari's dismissal, fueling his determination to surpass Ferrari. He resolves to establish Ford's own racing division, becoming more resolute than ever in his quest to outdo the Italian automaker. Lee approaches Carroll, recognizing him as the sole American victor at Le Mans, offering him the role of heading their racing team, overseeing car design and testing. Carroll agrees and reaches out to Ken, acknowledging him as the finest driver he knows, to join the endeavor. However, when Molly observes Ken leaving with Carroll, she confronts him in anger, demanding the truth. Ken explains that he's been offered a lucrative opportunity to race, leaving Molly thrilled yet adamant about honesty in their relationship. As the team diligently prepares for their upcoming major race, Ford's vice president Leo Beebe expresses concerns about Ken's unconventional and unpredictable demeanor, stating it doesn't align with Ford's image. Beebe insists that Ken cannot represent Ford well in the press and therefore cannot be their driver. Despite Carroll's efforts to advocate for Ken, he's eventually compelled to inform Ken that he won't be racing, an announcement that infuriates Ken. When Ford faces defeat in the race, Carroll persuades Henry to reconsider, leading him to seek out Ken at his home, apologizing and pleading for his return. This plea results in a physical altercation on Ken's front lawn until sheer exhaustion prompts them to cease the scuffle, at which point Molly intervenes, offering them cold sodas. Ken reunites with the team, who work tirelessly day and night to refine the car. Lee alerts Carroll about Leo's persistence in removing Ken from the team, planning to execute it during their upcoming visit. Anticipating this move, when Henry and Leo arrive, Carroll takes a bold step by locking Leo in his office and taking Henry for a ride in the race car. Experiencing the thrilling yet terrifying nature of racing firsthand, Henry is overwhelmed and breaks down in tears. Carroll seizes the moment to strike a deal with Henry. If Ken races and wins at Daytona, he'll have the opportunity to compete at Le Mans in France. However, if they lose, Henry gains full control of Carroll's company. At Daytona, they face stiff competition from another Ford team commissioned to determine the superior vehicle engineering. Despite the tough challenge, Ken emerges victorious in the race, securing their team's position at Le Mans and guaranteeing Ken's participation as the driver. As Le Mans draws near in France, both Ferrari and Henry are present at the event. At the start of the race, Ken encounters trouble as his door fails to shut properly, slowing him down during the initial lap. Although the car they designed exhibits exceptional acceleration, pushing it to high speeds results in the rapid burning out of the brakes. Consequently, deep into the race, the pit crew replaces the brakes. Ferrari's team protests vehemently, alleging a breach of rules, but Carroll highlights the rule book, emphasizing that they are permitted to change parts without specification. Eventually, the only remaining Ferrari car blows up his engine, trying to keep up the pace with the Ford GT, leaving Ken leading the race. Molly and Peter watch Ken's determined and flawless performance on TV, fulfilling his long-desired perfect stint in the race. Leo, attempting to interfere with Carroll's strategy, approaches Henry and suggests that for Ford's image, all three of their cars should finish the race together. Henry agrees, and Leo conveys the directive to Carroll, who staunchly refuses. Carroll informs Ken of the instruction, but emphasizes that it's Ken's race, assuring him of his unwavering support. Initially speeding toward victory, Ken eventually relents and slows down, allowing the other drivers to catch up, crossing the finish line together as per the directive. Amidst celebrations for Ken's apparent win, a technicality emerges. He started the race behind another car, placing him in second instead of first. Carroll is furious, yet Ken accepts the outcome. Together, the two depart, sharing a moment of camaraderie despite the unexpected turn of events. Weeks later, during a test run of a new car model called the J-Car, Ken is driving without safety gear when a tragic accident occurs, resulting in his death. Carroll visits Ken's family and encounters Peter, to whom he gives the wrench that Ken had thrown at him. After this poignant exchange, Carroll gets into his car and, despite his health condition, accelerates away into the distance. The postscript provides closure, stating that Carroll's cars achieved victory at Le Mans over a span of 4 years following Ken's passing. Additionally, Ken receives a posthumous induction into the Racing Hall of Fame, commemorating his remarkable contributions to the sport. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this. Thank you for watching Recap 'em.